Okay, everybody, look at this beautiful headband. Warming earmuffs. It is double layered. Look at the ridges on it. It's gorgeous. Look at the top. Beautiful. Very easy design, extremely beginner friendly. And look at that. It works up beautiful. Acrylic yarn. And we're going to dive into this. You ready for a fun warming project? Okay, we're going to dive into this doubled layer headband. And why this one's so important. This one is like the perfect headband for when we have these really cold, we're in the middle of winter. They're perfect in really, really cold climates. They're double layered. Those single layer ones are really good, but like if you have the high wind days and such, these are the perfect. And you can use any yarn you want. I would just suggest like maybe a half a size hook down from what it recommends, so it's nice and tight. And your lengths are gonna vary depending on what kind of yarn you use, so it's totally up to you. This one is very versatile, so you can go what you want. The yarn I'm using, I can't tell you. I do know this is not Hobby Lobby yarn, but I lost its label. But I figured this is a good stash busting, and it works up so fast. So this is another stash busting project. I just need to find a center. Okay, well, this one didn't work out as well. I got a whole bunch, but I did find the beginning after it came out, so it'll work. It's yarn and it works and it's pretty, and I think this is like a cross between like a pink and a purple, and I'm not a pinky kind of girl, but I am a purple kind of girl. So anyway, and 4mm hook, my clover hook, perfect. So anyway, I'm using acrylic. I would not recommend cotton, but if you want to use a thicker or a wool or something like that, you're more than welcome to. This is just the yarn that I chose, but if you're using, like I said, if you're using a thicker yarn, your length is going to grow a lot faster, which is really okay. So we're going to start with a chain. Your chain needs to be 48, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. And let me get to my number. Okay, here's my chain of 48. Now you're going to take your chain and make sure it's not twisted. Okay, you're going to come up around here to the beginning. And you're done a slip stitch to that first stitch. Okay. And again, check it that it's not twisted. Chain one, and now in each stitch you go back into where you came in, and you're going to do half double crochets all the way around, one in each stitch. Now, to make sure that you don't run into any issues, excuse me guys, I woke up coughing. Put a stitch marker just for this round in your first stitch. That's it. All right, so now you're just going to continue. You're going to put a half a double crochet in every single stitch. Make sure you do not twist this at all. All right, then we get around, and when I get close to the end, we'll come right back. Okay, sorry about that yarn throw up in the background. All right, so now you got your round. here's our first stitch and here is our last stitch. We are going to work in the rounds, guys. You don't want to see where it joined every time. So now you're just working in the top of the stitch, half doubles. You're going to just keep going around and around. Make sure your first round was not twisted, guys. That's really important. All right, so you're just going to keep going round and round till you get the length that you're comfortable with around your head. Now make sure it is not, back up, I'm sorry. Go back to where you joined it. I messed up. I am so sorry. All right. Pull that out. Your half doubles. And I guess I better get a needle so you guys can see this because I want to make sure. I caught myself. So if it's easy for me to do it, it might be easy for you to do it. So you have this little side loop here from doing half doubles. Half doubles will cause these side little loops, but then if you turn your yarn straight, you have your top two loops. We're working in the top two. Make sure you're not grabbing this side one. So for an example, when you wrap your hook and you go in your next stitch, make sure you see that side loop down there, go in the top two and do not catch that little side loop. Again, this little side loop, we want to let it alone. We want these top loops, these top two loops, because half double will give that little side loop. That's what a half double stitch does. So you want to leave that alone because that is going to give this project a really pretty design. That was the whole point. So you see your little side loop here? Don't go in it. Go into the top two loops and do your half doubles. It was so easy for me to grab it. Did you guys see that? And like I said, I purposely don't edit those parts of the videos out because I think it's really cool for you guys to see, you know, we all catch ourselves and we are human and we do make mistakes, but that's how we learn, that's how we grow, that's how we do things. So anyway, so you're just going to keep doing half doubles. But again, make sure, see the line that's leaving? Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. So make sure you're not catching this side loop. You're just catching the top two, right there. So now you're going to keep just going around and around doing this until you get the length that fits around your head comfortably. Make sure you don't have to stretch it hard, but make sure it's not too tight where it's uncomfortable. All right, and then we will be back and I'll show you how to join this beautiful little project, okay? So just keep going round and round. It's kind of just so relaxing to do this. All right, we'll be back, guys. Okay, this seemed like forever for me, just to get to the length, but the projects that take this long for me, because again, I am not a fast crocheter. If anybody knows me, knows that is just, I'm trying to get the light on for you guys, that's all. Knows that just, I'm not. And some days it frustrates me, and some days I go with the flow. But here she is in all her glory. I'm trying to get the light. Hold on. Okay. Trying to get the light on because you guys deserve as much light as I can get you. All right. So this took a lot of my yarn skein, and that was a brand new skein. So I would say of the normal skein, 3/4 of it easily. So let's measure it. I kept going until I reached it where it was not loose around my head, but stretched it a tiny bit because you want it to be able to fit. So let's see how long mine is. So so you can see from 21.5 inches. Does that make me have a big head? I don't know. Anyway, so here she is. So please leave a nice tail and cut. So because we're working on around, you don't need to do anything here because we're going to be sewing this beautiful project together. So just pull through your yarn. So here's the 2 ends. And then get a nice sturdy, this one needs a sturdy darning needle. You're gonna make sure it's flat. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful design by doing it that way? So now you're gonna take your ends, and actually I'm gonna wrap it where it's basically on end, but you can start anywhere closing this. There's no rule to this. So I'm gonna bring in my ends. My dog's hair is free in this project. So you're gonna bend it to make an upside down U. Okay. I don't know why I'm struggling with light today. It's still light outside, but anyway. An upside down U to me. Okay. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side. And then you're going to intermix them like they're best friends. Believe it or not, they didn't bark all day. Now they're barking now. Anyway, my neighbors are getting a new roof on their house, so everybody's making noises. So if they start again, I'll pause it again. I apologize. So you're going to intermix these just like that. See it? That's how they're hooked. So now I want to get on my darning needle. Make sure they're as even as possible. I don't like that way that's fitting. When you're doing stuff like this, take your time, play with it. There we go. Now I'm going to take my needle. I'm going to go down in and come on out. So there's no gap. Hitting every layer, top stitches. Don't like dive deep into it. There you go. Now I'm going to go from the center out to the edge here, hitting every layer. Don't go over top. They're giving me a run for my money today. Anyway, so we're going to go back and forth. Don't go around, okay? So I'm going to do this all the way to the edge. Again, hitting every layer. There's a lot of layers here, guys, to do. So when I hit the edge here, I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to come again in the middle. This way, I made sure that I got everything as secure as possible, because this project is definitely going to get a lot of use for me. So now I'm just going to start working my way back all the way over. And I'm not going to rush it. I am going to take my time. So do this back and forth, and meet in the middle, and I'll meet you back then. Okay. So I sewed it all. I'm going to hide this tail in here. There it is. So do me a favor, please take your time hiding your tails, because this is a project that you probably will wash every once in a while. And once you wear it once, you're going to fall in love with the warmth that it gives you. And because of that fact, 3 times the charm with hiding stuff, your tail that is. So I'm going to hide my other end, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now cut and cut. Moment of truth, everybody. Turn the right side out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it is a doubled layered headband. So this is perfect for people that live in extremely cold climates, or if we're having, wherever you're at, you're having a really, really rough, cold winter. This is perfect. I'm going to be wearing this every day. That's why I wanted to make sure it was the right size. Well, until next time, I'm Ronnie. I work with Maggie to bring you these beautiful, beautiful crochet tutorials. I can't wait to see what is next on our list. Come please join us on Facebook and TikTok. Can't wait to see you guys there. Happy crocheting. It's a work in progress here. Bye.